lanes for individual events. Today there'll be 10 lanes for all competitions, relays and individual events. We will start with the 11-12 mixed medley relay. Swimmers will swim 2 lengths of backstroke, the next swimmer will swim 2 lengths of breaststroke, then 2 lengths of butterfly, then 2 lengths of freestyle. Basically, every time a swimmer hits the pool today, they'll be swimming 2 lengths of the pool, except for the individual medley when they'll swim 1 length of each stroke for a total of 4. Butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. This mixed medley relay is a interesting case of strategy because teams they have to play around with combinations to find what's going to work for their specific unit. What is going to produce the fastest overall combination when all is said and done.
All right, great. So if you did tune in yesterday, we talked a little bit about that strategy that, 2 boys and 2 girls, swimmers have different strong strokes. Sometimes a swimmer's strongest stroke won't be what their coach put them in for the relay. So we do see a lot of lead changes in the mixed medley with different swimmers, girl, boy, swimming their strong stroke.
This is the first heat now in the water. In lane 2, that's the Cane Bay YMCA Krakens. In lane 3 is the James Island Swim Team. Lane 4 is the Country Club. Lane 5 is Park Shore. Lane 6 is Legend Oaks. Lane 7 is Crowfield. Lane 8 is the Somerville Y. And that's it. This pool is not a full heat. There are 18 teams. I think we're definitely going to see the first heat will not be full. All of your top times will come from the last heat for the most part. That is your fastest seeded teams, your fastest entry times. Especially with these relays, expect to see the bulk of the fastest times from the last heat. Sorry, Tara, go ahead.
That's okay. Yesterday when we saw our younger kids swim the relays, we talked about how coaches really are going to emphasize just staying still and waiting for swimmers to touch the wall before they dive in. But here today, especially with our 15-18 age group, you're going to see more of a relay start. So you can see now as our breaststrokers are coming into the wall, our butterflyers will dive in. Some of them have their hands out, their knees are bent, they're more in an athletic stance. So they're trying to wind up and then launch off the block.
Park Shore with the lead there. I believe that was Simon Ford swimming breaststroke for Park Shore.
Big swimming family here in the Charleston area.
Yep, we'll see his older sisters, Eliza and Cecilia, later on today. Park Shore was in the lead at that exchange.
So interesting to see, Park Shore really had a big day yesterday with our 10 and under swimmers, David. Here with 11-12, their relay is in heat 1 of 2. So that means they're not even seated in the top 10. Do you think they'll have a chance to crack that?
Well, certainly have a chance to get into the top 10. Anyone who wins this heat, this first heat, has a very good chance of being in the top 10. Now, as far as top 5, top 3, that might be a little more challenging. But we'll see what the final time is here as they're at 1:41.45 with 50 yards left to go.
Can you remind us, David, about the relay scoring and why it's so important?
62 points for a winning relay. 15 relays score versus 30 in individual events. Top 15 relays will score. 62, then 56, 52, and down by 4 as you go down towards the bottom. As Park Shore coming in to win this heat. This is going to move way up in the rankings. 2:11.72 for Park Shore. That would be the 3rd fastest entry time overall, so we'll see where that stacks up when all is said and done today. Finishing second in that heat was Legend Oaks at 2:20.08, so they drop about 3.5 seconds from their time, and third went to James Island at 2:22.50.
So some of our relay teams finishing up, freestylers in the water. But Park Shore will win that heat 1 with a big time drop, 2:11.72. You're right, David. That'll definitely get them into the top 10.
We'll see where it stacks up. Most teams drop a decent bit here at the city meet, so we'll see where they end up when all is said and done after this event. All the teams in the pool are out of the water. We're going to get set for the next heat. And we've got heat 2 ready to go for this 11-12 medley relay. In lane 1, that's Ashboro. In lane 2 is Hopcaw. In lane 3 is Newington. In lane 4 is Chamelon. In lane 5, your top seed is North Charleston. Lane 6 is Snee Farm. Lane 7 is Northbridge. Lane 8, Long Point. Lane 9, Daniel Island. And in lane 10 is the Shadow Moss Sharks.
And back chokers are off. Here we go. Yesterday we talked about that fast hand tempo. Also notice the kick here, David. A lot of work being done under the water. A little bit of a splash. I like to compare it to boiling water in the pot. You got to boil the water to cook noodles, but you don't want to throw the water out of the pot.
Daniel Island with the lead there in lane 9, but we're going to see a lot of lead changes as we go through this relay. Daniel Island on the backstroke. Coming up in the middle, that's Finn Ruthier for North Charleston. He touches first in 31.55. Second place is Chamelon. Daniel Island is third.
All right, breaststrokers are in the water. Great chance for teams to do some lead changes here. Still, Daniel Island's breaststroker looking strong. Also in the middle of the pool, North Charleston.
That is North Charleston now, taking over the lead. That's Harper Cabello on breaststroke. We'll see her as one of the favorites in that individual event later on. Chamelon right there, Daniel Island right there.
All right, here we see our relay swimmers, knees bent, and they're ready to wind up to launch off that block.
North Charleston just barely over Chamelon at the exchange, 107.34.
Current city record in this event is 157.90, held by Snee Farm from 5 years ago, 2017. Not sure we'll get to see that record broken today.
North Charleston now pulling away up by about a body length as we get set for the freestyle. North Charleston goes in at 136 flat. Chamelon is in second.
Really strong swimmer here for North Charleston.
That's Emily Bonacci anchoring there for North Charleston. As we finish this relay up, North Charleston with a huge lead. Chamelon still holding down second. Daniel Island up at the top of the pool. North Charleston at 2:03.52 for the first win of the day. Second place is going to go to Chamelon, and third was Daniel Island.
Great job to our 11-12 swimmers. So